when I first came across this story, I said I definitely have to speak about it because of the optics of it all. Now, we all know who that thing is on the right. They don't need no introduction, but in case you don't know who the woman is on the left, that is Christina Applegate. For those who were born, I would say in the 70s, 80s, and maybe I would say the 90s, but maybe watch the reruns. She played Kelly Bundy on Married with Children. That is where she got her start at. That was like her first mainstream type of show before she really went more into her career. And that's actually the show that launched her career. Of course, on the show, Kelly Bundy, she literally was literally the launch, not the launch pad, but she was literally the archetype of the dumb white blonde. Because if you looked at her character and how she, she played it, she was a blonde haired girl who got by on her look. She could pretty much get any man that she wanted, but she was dumb as hell. She literally was not book or street smart whatsoever. She just got by on her looks. But the reason why you have a picture of Christina Applegate and Candace Owens in the same picture is because recently Candace Owens yet again ran her mouth and talked a bunch of ish, as she usually does, where she was making very snide and very disparaging remarks about people who are disabled. And to my knowledge, I believe over the years, Christina Applegate has fallen into the category of being disabled herself. As a matter of fact, this is a picture of Christina Applegate that's not even recent. If you saw a recent picture of her, she's actually put on a little bit more weight, and I think it's because of the disability that she has. But there's this organization called Skims, and they basically have included people into it who are disabled. And apparently Candace Owens felt some type of way and started saying, oh, I don't like this inclusivity thing. Oh, it's this is that. Everything is not made for everybody. And then Christina Applegate came out and basically checked her not once, but twice. And it's crazy because the second time that Christina checked Candace quickly issued an apology. Because the first apology, so-called, that she gave was not really an apology, but then she actually gave one. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because it's amazing how fast and how quick Candace is to give an apology to white people when she's wrong. But when it comes to black people and we check her on it, she never gives an apology. That just lets you know who has her in check. And I think another reason Candace probably gave an apology is because her audience was probably checking her too. So it wasn't just a thing of Christina Applegate was checking her. Her audience is probably checking her at the same time. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to read this article coming from LA Times that was posted March 23rd, 2023. Christina Applegate, who has been vocal about living with multiple sclerosis, criticized Candace Owens this week for mocking an underwear ad featuring a model in a wheelchair. In the wee hours of Thursday morning, the Dead to Me star posted a series of tweets denouncing the conservative pundits' dismissive remarks and advocating for more accessibility in the clothing industry. Applegate's tweets come a few weeks after Owens deemed the disability-friendly Skims campaign unnecessary and quote-unquote ridiculous on her eponymous podcast. Yes, late tweet, but woke to see the most horrifying thing, Applegate wrote Thursday. This Candace person making comments about companies who see we need help. It's effing gross. I thank Skims and Tommy Hilfiger and God Beauty and at Neo Walk Sticks for seeing us to Owens. Hashtag you should know better. In February, Owens derided a social media promo for Skims, Adaptive Fits Everybody Scoop Bralette, which according to the brand's website includes a hook and eye front closure for added accessibility of dressing. The ad featured the tagline Skims, made for everybody, and a woman in a wheelchair modeling the clay colored bralette and matching underwear. Skims is a clothing, underwear, and shapewear line launched by beauty mogul and reality TV star Kim Kardashian in 2019. I don't know why this needs to be done, Owens said in response to the ad. I'm just getting tired of all this inclusivity thing. Applegate was among many in the disability community and beyond who rebuked Owens' statements. Owens replied to the backlash Wednesday in a podcast episode titled Sorry, Representation Does Not Matter by doubling down on her remarks and arguing that everything is not meant to be for you. Going to try and sleep, but my rage is keeping me awake, Applegate tweeted on Thursday. Candace Owens, do you know when you have seen pictures of me how effing hard it was to get my clothes on? A team has to help me, so I'm excited for accessibility clothing for me and my community. Owens responded to Applegate Thursday via Twitter and admitted that she did not know that this particular ad featured a specific technology designed for people with disabilities, which was an honest mistake. That's because she doesn't think. She's one of the people that just tweets off and fires off like a little firecracker, because she really, this is the thing. People like Candace Owens and those who fall into that echo chamber, they literally fire off at what they think or perceive their audience wants to hear them say. A lot of the times their audience probably would wish they would shut the F up too, just like the rest of us. But see, again, Candace has gotten so comfortable in her position because of the position that they put her in, and she doesn't know when to stop. That's why I told people that when she gets her wake-up call, it's going to be from them. They're going to be the ones that give it to her. They're going to be the ones that's going to make her bow down, kowtow, kiss the ring, bend the knee, however you want to put it, wave the white flag. It's going to be them, because they're the ones that held her up into this pedestal, whatever that may look like. What we thought it was at the time was another nonsensical representation matters DEI initiative, which I strongly feel patronizes the people it purports to represent. This wasn't that, and we simply got it wrong. What do you mean we, Candace? No, you got it wrong. What's this we? You got it wrong. If you felt personally targeted by this mistake, I apologize to you. We simply did not know. You did not know. Why does she keep saying we as if it was more than one person? No, it was you. You're the one that got out front and said what you said. She said, we simply did not know that the underwear was created for disabled access. The model from the Skims ad, Haley Rosa, also reacted to Owens' rant in an interview with Yahoo Life. Rosa, who was paralyzed from the waist down because of a spinal cord injury, admitted she was shocked upon hearing Owens' comments and worried about the damage the provocateur's words might inflict on disabled youth. Well, I'm not sure how old this young lady is, but please do not be shocked by anything this woman says. This is what she does. This is what a grifter does. I'm okay, she said. I've been in touch with a lot of people in the disability community today, and I have to say, there's really nothing like it. Everyone has each other's back. Since announcing her multiple sclerosis diagnosis in August 2021, Applegate has been open about what she called a tough journey with the chronic illness, which affects the nervous system and can often cause physical and cognitive decline. In November 2022, she made her first public appearance following her diagnosis to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. During the ceremony, the Married with Children alum delivered a humorous speech acknowledging her disability and carried out a striped cane. I thought my last tweet was enough, but then my heart said something else. No rage, Applegate continued on Thursday. If Candace wants to get on the phone with me to be educated on being disabled, which I doubt she will, I will not come with anger. I will come with love, because she needs to hear that. I pray for her tonight, sincerely. Candace needs more than a prayer. Trust and believe. She needs a lot of things. I'm not going to say what on here, but y'all can use your imagination. But the point of the matter of me doing this video is how quickly Candace apologized and seemingly felt sympathetic or empathetic towards their plight. But she will get on her platform and entertain her court gesture of stands and fans every day when it comes to us. And if we even demand a slight apology from her, she will give all this pushback, and she will not do what she did right here. She will double, triple, quadruple down on her stance, because that's just who she is. Again, this woman does nothing but grift all day and grift all night and everywhere in between in order to get a check, some biscuits, and a pat on the head. But now that she's been corrected on this situation, she'll know not to tiptoe into these waters again, but she'll move on to something else to critique, because that's really all she can do. I tell people all the time, Candace Owens is no more than a one-trick pony. But one day, someday soon, hopefully, she's going to trip up. she's going to slip up and she's going to mess up tremendously. And I and several others, and probably even some of her fans that claim to be her fans, are literally counting down the days until that happens.